This is the story of a man named Lincoln Clay. Lincoln was a simple man. He was an intelligent person, but he enjoyed the simple things in life. One day Lincoln was handing out soup at a local shelter, when he got word from a friend of his that a boat full of money and drugs was found in the sewers by the bayou. Lincoln had no need for drugs. He might have smoked a bit of weed every now and again, but he wasn't feeling like trying out whatever was in those suspicious bags his friend described. So he decided he would give the money to charity. He didn't know what kind of charity. But that kind of thing could be sorted out later. So he drove on down to the riverside, and found the boat. But it seems like they weren't the only ones that heard about the boat. Apparently, the police got tipped off somehow, and they weren't too happy to see Lincoln making off with the drugs. See, they didn't know about Lincoln's charitable intentions, so they might have started things off on the wrong foot. After managing to locate an admittedly shady character in a dark alley, Lincoln finally had an opportunity to rid himself of the drugs. He had seen enough TV shows to know that drug lords generally had a rather short lifespan, and if there was one thing Lincoln prized above charitable efforts, it was his own self-interest. So he sold it all. Flush with cash, Lincoln decided that, after all the trouble he had went through to get that money, he might as well treat himself to a new car, in which he would bring the money back to the local brothel that he had decided to contribute his donations towards. However, it would seem that the police did not take kindly to Lincoln escaping from them earlier in the sewers, and so they had sent out what seemed to be their entire force to apprehend him. Lincoln attempted to go through the intersection and find a place to pull over, and explain the situation peacefully, but the police failed to notice his attempts at peaceful cooperation, and they slammed him into an oncoming car, forcing him off-road and up a ramp. For a few glorious seconds, Lincoln could take it all in, the feeling of euphoria as the car glided through the air. But then reality struck, as the car slammed into a concrete wall, and fell back into the water below. Lincoln quickly got back on his feet, remarkably unharmed. For a moment he felt victorious, seeing the police on the opposite shore. But once again, reality hit him as he realized his bags of unmarked cash remained in the back of the now submerged and wrecked car his money had just bought. Thus was the end of Lincoln Clay's short-lived life as a drug lord. Surrounded, he gave himself up, and was heard of no more. Whether there is a moral to this story, I can't say. Maybe it's that you shouldn't take mysterious bags of drugs hidden in an oddly placed boat in the sewer. Maybe it's that you shouldn't work at a soup kitchen. Or maybe there's really no moral at all, and even thinking about such things is a complete and utter waste of time. I can't figure that out, and neither can Lincoln, since he's either in jail, wishing he was visiting that brothel, for his charitable intentions, or maybe he's dead right now. But thus ends this sad, strange tale of Lincoln Clay.